Andrew Akanbi.
Inside.
Thank you for talking to me today. What just happened?
Woo! Groovy magic. It's a groovy special. Double groovy, double enjoyment. Yeah, we just went on an excursion to Planet Groovy. Where is Planet Groovy? What is Planet Groovy? It's a place where the fusion of music, magic, humanity, and nature is all cultivated in good faith. It's good faith fusion. Yeah, and it's a spiritual destination. It's a real destination, and we literally came in here at 3:05 Tenaik, and shout out to the Chem Creative crew, and yeah, we manifested Planet Groovy in a. It's a spiritual thing, but we manifested it physically, and we built it out and yeah, architectural layouts and zones and playground zones. The playground was such a beautiful experience. Like starting with some deep listening at 7 a.m. on Sunday morning, into some yoga. Yoga was phenomenal. Like that was the whole peak of the whole experience. Like dub techno. I'm slinging some nasty, sexy, silky, juicy, luscious dub techno, and Yaya is just guiding us on this yoga journey, just breathe. It's oh Lord, now yeah, real fusion. Everyone coming together to combine their energies and bring their best selves to make the party. Yeah, that's what we just did in here, and yeah, shout out Madison and Lila too on the guided movements. It's we had people intentionally smashing their bodies against each other. It's getting to introduce ourselves physically, rather than just wait till that golden moment. It's we dancing into each other, we bumping into each other, we all create this unison energy and just feed off of each other. And it's so nice when you break the physical boundary. Cause it's so rare. Think of consent culture, right? There's so much, you come to raves and there's so much dancing alone and very in your head, tinkle music, and it's we need the touch, we need the physical. You need your mom, you need your mom's cuddle, So it's that's the intention with the music. The music has to cuddle you. The shirt has to cuddle you. The friendship, we have to cuddle each other. It's the dance floor, we have to smash into each other gracefully and just be physically and spiritually support our enjoyment.
You said a lot, and there's a lot of things I want to go through, but usually when I do these, I start by asking people to talk about themselves a little bit and how they grew up. So tell us a little bit about you. Tell us about you, Andrew. How'd you grow up?
Let's see, grew up in Lagos, Nigeria. So my mom, she's a legend. Shout out Helen Akanbi. Helen Uduyoye Akanbi, legend. My source of my powers, actually. The businessman spirits, the socialite spirits, just the viber. My mom is a big viber, a fellow enjoyer of self. Yeah, shout out to my mom. I love you so much, mama. She's actually just on the way back from Jamaica right now. Her and the girls, they just went on a birthday trip. Amazing. Yeah, love you, mom. And what was I talking about my mom?
How you grew up.
Right.
Who you are, basically.
Mom C hooked it up. She had me in America get the blue passports, essential diplomatic documents required for this work of throwing parties around the world. That's the state of the world we live in, and Mom C hooked that up. However, she's I need the African culture. So I'll have you here, we'll go back to Africa, and we'll face the real energy of Nigeria. It's a place that operates on a system of a philosophy of jaga jaga, which means just chaos. Chaos on chaos, double chaos, groovy, chaos inside, and yeah, so I grew up in Lagos, and since it's I call myself the Rave Man, right? And yeah, you ask me who I am the Rave Man. What is the Rave Man? It's the Rave Man is committed to bringing the people together and conducting and directing, because I have this natural blessing. It's like this is what I was placed on this planet to do. You know, it's like I literally quit my construction job to do full time this, and I'm like, okay, it makes sense. I quit for a reason. Like, my energy is really needed here. It's like the people need it. Everyone is feeling, yeah, it's bigger than me, you know. So, but yeah, so like growing up in Nigeria and like eventually coming to the United States for college in 2010. So big transition, you know. It's like in Lagos, I'm like going when I'm still like going to like 5-year-old birthday parties on Sundays. Every dance competition, I'm in there, moving my body, makosa, like I will, like in there. So it's like I'm born with it. Since day one, I've been vibing. Because I don't know, I've been blessed with the truths and secrets of the world that you really have to just enjoy yourself, regardless. There's no other way out. You know, it's like enjoy yourself intentionally and with respect for yourself and the people around you. So you enjoying, everybody enjoying, everyone. One person can enjoy, and you like, and we're not, yeah. We need to look out for each other, you know. So, but anyway, that's my upbringing, and then it's like, you know, where I went to boarding school, right? And that was big because that's where I'm in a pack of boys and I need to figure out how I stand out in this pack of boys. Like, what makes me different from these 60 other kids? And that's when you really start thinking about who the fuck you are. And, you know, it's like my brain, I've been hot since day one. It's like, so in boarding school, right, can we turn off that fan? That fan is so cold. You know, it's like we're in boarding school and there's a prefect, you know. It's like, because you have kids that are like 6 years older than you. And it's Nigeria, it's a jaga space. So there's some bullying, there's just hot, energized boys ready to just like, you know, you don't know what trauma they're coming from their houses, and then now they have some younger kids that they could push around and send on errands. You really it's almost prison vibes, pretty much. And you need to like know how to survive in prison. It's like same energy, you know. So it's like, that's when I started discovering, it's like where one smart thing I did was I'm a very clean person. As you can see, I take care of my garments. I have a very spiritual connection to my garments because it's the most physical expression of your whole, and that's how you present yourself. You are parts right there. Like with the SpongeBob hoodie, it complements you're like your eyes are literally you bobbing out. You know, but then what was I saying?
Boarding school.
Right, and so I'm a good guy for washing shirts, right? And it was like British system, so we had like suits and t-shirts and ties. That's when I started learning how to take care of my shit, because you need to maintain your own laundry in school, and there's no mommy doing your laundry. It's big responsibility, and you want your shit ironed nice and crispy. So all the seniors, they'll give me their shirts to wash. So I'm the laundry guy that like, and I even have this trick of, I'll fold the shirts and I'll write out the name of the seniors on the shirts, like OS dots, you know, and that's how I get in there. It's like, wait, this guy is special. We don't want to fuck this guy up. Like,
Protect him at all costs.
literally, you got to find what can you just bring in, because everyone appreciates someone who makes their shirts nicer. It's the simple shit like that, you know. We don't have to go so deep, but yeah, and it's like transitioning from that energy. I was also the social prefect in school, so we'll go to the markets, buy some CDs, have some little boombox thing, do parties in the hostel, invite the girls over. Used to live for that shit, you know. It's like, cause that's the only advantage of living on campus, because you get to hang out with the girls during dinner and reading prep time. It's like, cause at home you're not going. It's like we didn't have like the American culture of like you guys just hanging out at each other's houses. It's, yeah.
So is that where the party started for you? Like that's where you're like, I want to do this?
That's where I started doing it, because I was the social prefect. So
So when did you come to America?
2010.
Right. And for college.
College. Moved to Jersey because my dad is in Jersey. You know, and yeah, did college, and I'm in college, right? And it's like 2010, Skrillex, Diplo, dance music New York is like golden hour, golden period, you know, and yeah, I discovered all that sound, and it's like it's just been a full deep dive ever since, yeah, and every party reaffirms the next party and the next one, and I'm like, okay, I'm not just, I went from just being this guy that's like got my head in the sound system, literally head in the sound system, a sustained release, bopping around, like feeling the music, right? I'm like, wow, what a experience, but like, wow, who, Aurora Halal that like sets this experience for us, wow. Babe, do you even realize what you just did? Like, you got my head in the damn, you know.
So and then, you know, you did school, you were in construction. Did you do anything else before construction, or you just random jobs?
Studied civil engineering straight into construction, yeah. Of course, like worked in like a movie theater, a dining movie theater. Yeah, so I'm like serving food in that.
Dining movie theater.
Dining, so you gotta be sharp, you're operating in the dark. You gotta, you know, it's like, we even had some schemes where we like steal popcorn and like sodas to make some extra cash. So that's when real hustling started, you know. Shout out AMC Menlo Park in Jersey. Love you guys. Really, shout out AMC, your formative years, you know, all the mall hangs, shout out Zoomies. Yeah, shout out New Brunswick Mall, yo, god damn it. Yeah, it's like coming into American culture and like seeing, just feeling all of that and like really find, because I just did this big transition and I'm like, how do I fit in here? I'm finding all these parties that I'm like really feeling Rave Man is born for real, you know. I remember the night where the Rave Man was born.
Tell us.
285 Kent. Lineup is 2013 New Year's Eve party. DJ Rashad, Elvis 1990, Traxman, J Kush, 285 Kent, and it's the first night I took my shirt off at the party and I was like, ooh. And I'm like, whoa, this energy is like, wow. You know, can't even put that shit in words, but yeah.
So then, it was some years before you quit construction. Like, when did you stop doing construction and you were like, I'm going to do this full time?
7 years of construction straight out of graduation.
So 2019?
That I quit.
That you quit construction?
23. April 23.
23?
Yeah,
Wow,
so
okay.
pretty fresh. We're
So
just,
like a year and a half?
yeah, we're just crossing
Or 2
over.
years, I guess, actually.
2 years,
2 years,
yeah. I know
2
it's 2025, yeah.
Congratulations, 2 years.
Inside, yeah.
How
yeah.
is it? How has it been?
Andy, you're good. Andy, you're good. Well, thank you.
Thank you, Andy.
Love you, Andy. Andy, and shout out Andy and Zanzi on the lights, motherfuckers. Shout out Gum Gum. Goddamn, shout out Sub Bass on the sound system. Wow. Vibe.
So what was the moment that you're like, I'm quitting, I'm done, I'm gonna do this now?
So, my agent, Lisa, she triggered that because she's like, hey, I want to represent you. And this is a European agency. I'm like, oh, shit. A professional is like seriously considering me, and not just considering, they're like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, shit. I guess I have something special that you'll never get from anyone else because there's only one of me, right? Because it's all from the heart, and there's only one Akanbi heart. Sorry, guys. You know, you can't replicate the vibe, sorry. But you can keep it groovy though, but yeah, it's like, groove it out in your way, you know? It's
You gotta find your own style.
find your own groove.
So the agent said they wanted to represent you, and that it was a light switch.
Right, and so we're planning a tour, and it's like 2 months tour, and I'm like, my boss, hey Matt, can I get 2 months leave of absence? And I was like, come on, dude, hell no. Of course, we're not going to pay your insurance for 2 months, and you're going to do your dream. You're not coming back here, bro. Like, so let's just do it as a resignation. However, I fucking love you. You're a real ass motherfucker. Like, I'm not the best engineer, but I'm the realest engineer because I come in there with all my mistakes and embrace them, and my late's coming. It's just like, yo, I'm trying, like the timing thing. Like, I'll be here though. You know, I'm here. You know, so because did 5 years at Falcon. Shout out Falcon. Shout out Mark Cronin. Real big. You know when, like when you find a mentor that like gets you to think logistically of how the world operates. You know, because we're in New York City. I'm trying to quit my job, and I'm like, okay, I need to really project manage this shit. I was a project manager in construction. So, yeah, you have to really do the budgeting and like, yeah.
Get your life
Get it
budget
together,
set.
yeah, you know. And so the transfer of the construction project management skills into the rave project management, literally born to do this. That's why I wasn't so perfect at the construction, because this is
what you're perfect at.
yeah, not even perfect, just born to do.
Better.
It's organic. It's the most organic expression.
So you left on tour April 2023.
Yeah,
You're gone for 2 months.
right.
How was that?
Yo, I came Europe. You know what's crazy? That was Europe. Did like, yeah, like played behind Dekmantel, like all the Primavera, Barcelona. Yo, I was out here in the streets. Yeah. It's like, yeah, shout out Lisa. Lisa, like, I did my thing in all these beautiful places and like saw, it's like, and that's one thing that is beautiful about traveling to play music, because we're all doing the same thing across the whole world. It's all the same shit. So it's nice when you see people speaking the same language, but also not the same language elsewhere and also at home. And it's like finding Brava in like a Primavera, right? And I'm like, saw her doing magic in Primavera, and next thing brought her to Dripping in New Jersey, where we did the GROOVY 10-year anniversary takeover for the festival Dripping. Shout out to Dripping crew. Leo, Daniel, mwah, MC, love. Soul, love. But yeah, and wait, what was I saying again?
Talking about Europe, the European tour.
Right. So just, it's like I'm out here and like really pro DJ life. Cabs are picking me up. People got my names on tags, and like,
It's pretty
and
cool.
I'm really the headliner.
Yeah.
Like people are drawing my shit. It's like, yeah, really. But it was beautiful because I'd spent 10 years in New York. Not 10 years, like 8, 9 years cooking it, almost a decade. So by the time the traveling came, I had the discipline and the construction project management skills. Especially after quitting construction, I got to think of who I was in that world, and like, cause I'm like, at the end of the day, even though I was always coming late, my boss till today, I'm in San Sebastian, I'm sending these guys pictures of like crazy houses, my architecture guy, right? And he's so, anytime we link and catch up, it's like, really, we're rooting for each other, and he's like, construction, he's born for construction, and we both just see that in each other. It's like throughout the construction years, it was always like, Andrew, I see so much potential in you, but I was always still coming late. But we all knew
There was something.
it's just like,
What's the
all
thing
this
gonna
is
be?
coming next, so
That's really nice though. It's really nice to have someone who like believes you in a way where like there's not even necessarily something to believe in, but they know they're like, there's something for you that is going to be right. Like, because it can be so hard. Like that's like one of the hardest things in life, I think, is to really find like your purpose, and a lot of people never do. A lot of people never do.
I know, it's really scary out here. Real talk. It's like, that's why we like the groovy parties, and I think of my responsibility as a promoter, as Rave Man.
Tell us about GROOVY. Tell us about the GROOVY parties.
Yeah, it's like, when you think of like the madness of this world, right? Like GROOVY is just a love experiment, and like a place for enjoyment. You know, I'm like, yo, guys, we deserve. Capitalism is kicking our butts so hard. The government is going crazy. The news is like just ridiculous. So, but we need joy though. We need to enjoy, and it's like we don't even have to like get too crazy. Just simple combo music, get the people together, have a good intention for gathering, and like speak on that shit. You know, it's like that's why I say Groovy is a place for education, you know, because it's a growing thing, you know, like every day. That's why all the parties keep getting better, because we just keep going deeper and deeper and like showing up and just being in it, and yeah, and we all realize that this is all we have. Like there's nothing else that's gonna save you, you know. It's like except from those moments on the dance floor where you're just like solving all your problems, dance floor therapy, like yeah. So Groovy is dance floor therapy, yeah, and just really intentional engagements, like really thinking about what we're doing with our bodies, you know, and how we're contributing to, you know, it's like you think of like social media use so much and like just so much noise, and we're doing the numbers game. We're shooting a video now. We're gonna be stressing about numbers eventually. It's so fucked up, you know. But
We'll do good numbers. Don't. We'll do good numbers.
but yeah, nah.
You said it was a love experiment.
Love experiments.
So what do you want the experiment to resolve in? Like, what's
Yeah,
your ideal
it's
of,
like
what's gonna happen?
a fusion of just like music, magic, and because it's like dancing feels good, music feels good, doing it alone feels good, doing it with 3 people feels good, doing it with like 200 more people feels good.
And then the space you have.
And then the space, so we could just scale, you know, and yeah.
It's kind of funny because I saw pictures from I think yesterday where you were setting up or whatever, and I was like, it's a weird. Like, I guess it's pictures. Right? Pictures don't tell a full story. So, but I was like, it's a weird space. Like, I don't really know what it's gonna be like. And then when I walked in, you transformed.
Come on,
it,
yo.
right?
Come
like,
on.
It was crazy. So many people have been hitting me up, being like the DJs and stuff, being like, "This is fucking sick." Well, I mean, I showed you Andre. Andre was like, "These guys put on a good party," you know. Like, the respect is there.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that respect is there, right? Because I still have a lot of anxiety of people not acknowledging or just, you know, I just feel like it's because it's so good. And that's the cost of delivering real quality. It scares a lot of people, and like, you know, where like tonight it felt good because the whole conversation was everyone confessing of how good it felt, right? So I'm like, can we all just like actually back that up with our dollar even?
I think also, and like, I'm speaking really as an outsider, but just from my reflections on like this scene specifically, like DJing, music, whatever, there's this weird like, I don't know if animosity is the right way to put it, but like people almost like they want you to do well, but they don't want you to do better than them,
Yeah,
right?
Like, you know, when I came to New York, I realized, not even New York, just operating in this world, right? You realize that haters are real.
And it's weird because I feel like there's enough people who like to go party.
I love this chat. Thank you.
And I'm just, this is really just things that I've noticed. Like, I remember just talking to someone about Andre and being like, oh, da da da. And people who I was with, like, and they're really cool. Like, people who put on this event, they're really cool. But they checked me afterwards and they're like, that's not cool. You can't do that. Like, you can't promote your buddy to like this guy who we brought in. And again, it was all good. Like, I was like, okay. But for me, yeah, as an outsider, I was like, this is really weird. Where like, he'll never compete with you.
Yeah.
He will never be.
Why shouldn't you've organically felt like talking about Andre and sharing about, because you want to just run your mouth if you didn't truly believe in Andre. So why can't we?
And I'm ignorant also, right? Like, I don't know the scene as well. So like, it was fine. I took a lesson, but for sure, it's something that I reflected on a lot. Where I'm like, it feels weird to me. Like, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go on.
All I was gonna say is I really feel like we're just talking about like what our missions are, right? And for me, I've really decided like I love creative people. I want to know creative people. I want to know perspectives of a lot of people, but I want to know creative people and I want to connect them. Not even for any gain from me,
Right.
but I want to know a lot of homies so I can be like, hey, you want to do this? I know
You
this
need a
person.
sick DJ?
They're
Gotcha.
sick. Exactly. And like, again, not for anything for myself. Like if I gain nothing from it, I would be happy in terms of like, I would love to help create more art, like more connections.
For sure.
And that's what this is about.
Remember our conversation, you know, no budgets.
Yes.
But we got magic.
Yes. You do. You have magic. Immediately, I told Kush, I'm like, as soon as I'm talking to Andrew, right away, I'm like, I fuck with this guy a lot. Like, your energy, I just feel like we're very simpatico.
For sure.
And so right away, I was like, whatever you're doing, I want to fuck with it.
Hell yeah.
Like, I want to talk to you about it. I want to see it. I'm sad I wasn't here earlier. Like, you know, it was a mission.
I know you tried, bro. You tried.
I'm really sad I missed the start because that sounds amazing.
No, I mean, like, 7 a.m. Sunday morning, check it out. 7 a.m. Sunday morning, start with some deep listening. We got some tea, we got some oranges and tangerines over there. Help yourself. We got honey, just nice tranquilo vibes, super tranquilo. We got the lounge zone, shoes off vibes, everybody on the floor. We even mopped the whole thing. It was like, it was clean, you know, it smelled good. And everyone was like, had their blankets and cushions. First hour of deep listening, and then we go into some yoga, and oof, the yoga, dub techno yoga with Yaya was like, yeah, again, it's like common sense, right? And you like really ask yourself, why have we not been doing this? Why don't we start parties this way?
What you were saying about people grabbing into each other, and you're like, this is like controlled contact.
Control contact.
And you're opening everyone up. Exactly, intentionally opening everyone up. And when you said that, I'm like, that is so profound to me because you're exactly right. Where it's like, you're at a party. Do you think, is this person feeling me? I don't know. Should I go do something? Oh, is there a vibe? Do you catch eyes? Like,
yeah.
And you're so much exactly. You're in your own head, and everyone's like a little bit like in their own zone. And you literally just broke that down immediately.
Yeah, essential. Yeah, and so from yoga, we stretched it out, and then Madison and Lila came to do the guided movements, which was, you know, we're like literally making human soup. We're like, it's like 2 rings, and we're all going at different levels, waves, and coming together, mushing up. It was interesting feeling the boundary, breaking the physical boundary. Dude, because there's this force, yo. Oh, that's why cuddles are so essential, because you need to smooshing out that, you need to come together to, yeah, you know, but, yeah. What a vibe, yeah, nah. And so guided movement, we did that, and then it's like I opened the party for another 3 hours even. And even feeling the energy flow as a DJ through, this is 6 hours of different stages, and
you ran 6 hours in the morning.
6 hours. And I'm still here talking to you right here. Yeah, Rave Man shit.
That's a hell of a set, dude.
When I call myself Rave Man, I'm not fucking around. Like
6 hour set.
6 hours.
And you mix between a few different genres, you're saying, as you're
I'm
going.
like, it's different. Dub techno for the yoga, like twinkle, calm, ambient, psychedelic, outer worldly, some African voices. Like, yeah, really some guitars. Yeah, it was. And yeah, with the guided movement, some continued dubby vibe. And for my opening set, it was interesting, like also settling into the DJ. That's why playing for a long time is so good, because you literally go on a journey for real. Even, yeah, you know, it's like your first 3 tracks, you're like still trying to like tap into flow states. But once you get in there, you're like, oh shit, and ideas keep coming, and you settle into a vibe, and you're like, okay, this track, I know this track sounds like this track, and this will complement this, and it just keeps building. And I work with a lot of space. I love letting things, like life, starts and stop. Space is good, people. Space is good. You know, it's like silence, like, you know, it's like a track will finish and
people are scared of that. People are so scared of that. and part of it's because of like the media world we live in, where like there is no room for anyone just to stop. There's always stuff coming. But I love your like honestly, as we're talking, I'm like I fuck with you even harder. But I love the way you think about things, and that's what I love about this is because for me, one of the most important things in life is perspective. Like having as much of it as you can from as many different places, so you can understand. Because you can only understand things from your eyes. You know, that's
Right.
it. So to talk to as many people as I can and learn more about like the actual world through
Right.
that. And yeah, I love the way you think about things. Like I love your mind.
Thank you.
Let's get like a little not down, but like a little more serious. Okay, so the party was great. The vibes were great.
Right.
You lost $2,000.
2-3K
Yeah.
from
What?
rough calculations.
Sure. Yeah, we haven't done the number.
Right.
We're literally like 30 minutes after everything wrapped. Like we're wrapping up behind you as we speak. But yeah, rough calculations.
Roughly, right.
3K American. So for anyone watching this in Canada, that's like 5K. What do you do?
Wait, you were here for my announcements.
I was. Yeah. I filmed a bunch of it too. So.
You gotta, cause I'm like, I can't put this on myself. I can't put this on my credit card. It's unfair. You know, and the thing with people is you just have to reach out, and I feel like, especially after what they felt, there's no way they won't want to support, contribute, you know, so it's like, that's why communication is important, because if people just left, they'll think, yeah, big vibes, everything felt great, but not knowing that like we only made like $1,000 at the bar for like a 12-hour party. Yeah. So, you know, it's like, even had the Carhartt sponsorship, you know, got $3,000 from Carhartt, and it's like, shout out to Carhartt, because imagine that wasn't even.
That's 5K.
So.
Because it's tough, right? It's tough, like, because you love something. Like, if you're an artist, you don't do something because you think you're gonna make money. You do something because you really love it, and then you hope you make money, because we all need to also eat and sleep somewhere.
Right. I want to buy a house too. Not necessarily buy a house, but I want to be able to,
level up.
Yeah.
Level up. No, and
Cozy,
it's so
cozy.
hard. Like it's so hard. So you in the video you talked about like, well, we might raise ticket price or something, but like,
right.
Is there anything else you can think of, or is it just like that's basically?
Yeah, because when you think of how many people were in the room, it was perfect. We don't need more bodies. Like, it's not for everyone, you know. It's like, and it's
how many people do you think you had? It must have been a few hundred people in here. Easily.
So we sold like 200 tickets at least, and let's just say maybe like 50 people, 50 on the guest list. But I feel like only half of the guest list came through.
Sure.
And let's just say, so like, and like a 25-30 walk in. So like 250-ish.
Which walk-ins is harder for something like this because it's like a secret warehouse party.
Right.
Quote unquote. But.
Right. Yeah. And so it's really tiring.
It's like what we were talking about when I said if you do something you love, you'll never be tired. I'm like, that's true, but also there's a reality. I went to bed because it's 2 a.m. and I'm like, okay, I could drive and be there for like 7 and maybe die, or I could go to bed for 4 hours and then show up. And so there's the reality also, right? Of like we're people, we all have a limit. So
right.
What do you hope? Like, what do you hope is the future for GROOVY for these parties?
Yeah, it's just like sustainability, you know, like the goal is to realize Planet GROOVY in a physical space, right? Like, you know, that's like retirement. We're going to the jungle, you know, Jamaica specifically. Yeah. We build a GROOVY compound, a little bit of everything, all of what we did, wellness, music, arts, education, artist residency, community, dance floor, therapy, well, blah, 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 blah. Like, you know, in more just like cozier conditions. Like, I'm talking retirements, like so kids can be, this is like vacation retreats. Yeah, because it will be the perfect way to not break down. I don't want to break down the party no more. Like, this space was so lovely. Imagine we had like a lease of this space and we could do something like even just like twice in a month, and we just twice, and we know what we're doing, we know numbers, and yeah, we just have to like, because the budget is the budget. The sound system guy is not gonna take less. The venue is not gonna take less. So only the people can help, you know. So, god damn, yo, life. Ah, what a vibe, though.
What do you think about the dance community in New York?
Let's see. Yeah, I need more realness. I need more realness. Yeah, it's like what we're saying about like the hater energies, right? I feel like there's so much more of that than the other stuff. Yeah, that's why this shit feels lonely at times. Because it's like, yeah, we're all raving, but the reasons start to get, if you pay attention, it's like, wait, different reasons. We're dancing in different ways. Like, we're kind of, just, yeah, we're doing this for just different reasons. And at times, those reasons gel. At times, it's kind of like, it's so reflective and contradicts, just like yin yang. Yeah, you know, but the thing though is like people know, however, it's that hater energy where, so I'm like, guys, just like be real and like acknowledge, you know, especially after doing this for 11 years, you think people will respond and you don't have to promo so hard. You know, where every fucking party since day one has been better than the next. There's the photographic documentation. Do you get? There's the audio recordings, organic growth from party one to whatever this party was, you know. And I'm like, damn, yo, I don't know how else I'm gonna like get you guys to come and enjoy this shit, but you know, I think, you know, it's also like racism, right? Me being a black person in New York, that's the dark side of New York. You think we're all here to shine, and everybody like, but it's like, yeah, that's a big reality of it too, where, because me succeeding is, for whatever reason, doesn't make other people feel good. I'm not saying that that's the majority of the vibe, but like,
You feel that though.
I feel that heavily, yeah.
It's fuck, man. I'm
bro,
sorry. I'm sorry.
it's a trip, yo. It's a trip. I'm like,
It's like there's nothing different about us. Like I really like. I mean, I think you're a little bit cooler than me, but there's nothing like. I
at the end
really
of the day,
feel
you
like
feel gravity. You feel gravity. Like, bro, if a hammer falls on a toe, the injury is gonna be the same.
we're not different.
Yeah.
If you cut me, I'm gonna
Like,
do the same as you.
we feel gravity. Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. That's
Yeah, it's you know, there's been like so many like real life occurrences and just happenings that I've like found myself in like the scapegoat's position, you know, where I don't even need to go deep or scapegoat vibes. And that's where the racism comes in, because it's so easy to paint this face as a monster. Even though I am the most loving baby in the room that just wants to fucking play. Why do you think I do a groovy playground? I want to play. But people can still like flip that energy and say, this guy. And yeah, that's why I'm like, I'll just keep showing you guys that I'm about the love party. And the energy will speak for itself.
It's interesting. In what you're saying, I feel like there's something.
Love you, Ella.
I feel like there's something going back to like childhood almost, where you're talking about like that joy of play, right? And that's a lot of people lose that, just like the joy of just having fun doing stuff.
Right.
Do you hope that Groovy is a force in like bringing that back for people, like bringing that?
Yeah,
back?
it's not even about hoping. It's already happening. It happened. That's what we did today.
So then, what's something that like I usually like to end these things asking my guests, like, if you could tell the world anything, you got the microphone.
Yo, trust yourself. Trust yourself. Like, everything you need is inside you. Literally. Like, there's no solution. Yeah, there's solutions outside. You could implement some of this external, but everything comes from within. Like, your world is what comes out of your eyes. That's your perspective, you know. And like, yeah, like trust, love, like yeah, really, the ultimate mission is to be. Literally just exist, baby. Yeah. Exist in your most true form and embrace all your awkward shit. Embrace the dark side, embrace the love side, embrace everything because, it's like you're not one thing. Your environment, the society. Imagine we lived in some Garden of Eden type vibe, right? And not like this capitalist world that we're struggling about dollars. Imagine vibe was the currency. Yeah, and vibe is the currency. It's like chasing, be careful what you chase, That's why I said everything is inside you, It's like there's no shiny item, there's no shiny material that will like level up your shit. It's like you have to level up yourself by facing your truths. It's like there's just no other way around it. It's like a big tip. Face it head on, move through, and you surprise yourself by how many layers of onion layers you can peel. Because every day is a new day. So till you literally die, So yeah, love yourself so hard. Because this world is like, yeah, there's so much love out here, but the forces, though, we're feeling the forces, So choose you, always choose you, always choose you. You have to you have to follow your heart. Yeah, big tip, follow your heart. I know it sounds, but literally follow your heart. I don't know how else to say it, because again, yeah, everything you need is within. Love yourself, love your neighbor, keep it groovy, tell the truths, acknowledge your feelings, no matter how comfortable they might be. It's like, yeah, because there's so much, people just bottle up things and let that shit out. Find practices that can help you. It's like whatever vibe you're feeling, if your friend is like acting a certain way, tell them, because it does always bring you guys closer. Big tip. Shit. Communication, we can't have the groovy party if I didn't communicate the vision, because you need people to show up feeling empowered and ready to take charge. And because I'm the director, but they are my co-directors, so yeah, that's it.
I almost want to leave it on that because that was so good, but I'm adding this little thing for all these things that I'm doing here, so I want to check.
Yeah.
Canada and America, we're still cool, right? We're still homies? Like,
right.
You still like Canada, right?
I love Canada, yo.
All right, good. We're going to repair relations with this country, one interview at a time. Andrew, I appreciate you immensely, man.
I appreciate you, Pat. Well, look at us.
Yeah.
From all over.
Look at us. This is what America Canada's about, baby. When did we get linked up? Like less than a week ago, maybe a week ago.
Yeah.
Kush Jones.
Yeah.
Like,
shout out Kush Jones.
Go talk to him.
That was naughty. Shout out Lychee. Shout out DJ Temporary. Well, shout out Ella. I love you, baby. Damn. Shout out Andy once again. Shout out James. Shout out the whole crew. Shout out Marshall. God damn, yo.
Everyone who makes a dream real.
Literally. The builders, like, look. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, bro. That was so good.